Do you know that if at your current age, if you ate a variety of a fruit, a different variety every single day, you will not finish eating all the fruits till you die? Why? Because fruits are everywhere and there are so many of them. People say there are about 2,000 different kinds of fruit, but each one has so many varieties. An apple alone is said to have so many varieties that if you begin to eat an apple, a new apple every day, you might never finish eating till the next decade or so. That is how ubiquitous fruits are. God created different fruits. They are as different as human beings, and there is one thing that ties fruits with us. They are very unique. Every fruit is unique. They are small fruits. They are very colored fruits. They are bigger ones. I don't know. They are rough ones. They are smooth ones. Every fruit is different. That's how unique you are. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should embrace your uniqueness, because that is the foundation of your fruitfulness. So join me in the video as I bring you why you should not be worried that you are different from everybody else, and rather you should embrace your uniqueness. Okay, so welcome back. Welcome back to this broadcast. For instance, if you've seen this for the first time, my name is Jerry Halm, and let's say I'm a student of fruitfulness. That's how I prefer to call myself, because over the years, I'm the kind that a lot of people see you and they expect so much from you. But I think one of the things that had held me back over the years was that I made so many mistakes. I was concentrating on things like productivity and time management and all that. But at the very core of the struggles is the fact that I wasn't fruitful enough. So this is what this channel will do for you. I would be sharing my experiences. We'll be going into the essence of fruitfulness and how we can be a lot more fruitful as people. Because when you get hold of fruitfulness, when you get your fruitfulness locked down, productivity becomes the next big thing. Not the next big thing necessarily, becomes the next natural step. So, we all know of the popular be, do, have. Productivity is more of a do. Fruitfulness is the be. And when you sort your be out, the do becomes just a matter of time. And then the have follows. So fruitfulness is what this channel is all about. Fruitfulness. My name, once again, is Jerry Halm. Okay, so the first thing I want you to notice is every single fruit, like the ones I have here, comes in different varieties. So this is a pawpaw, and because I'm in West Africa, specifically the beautiful country of Ghana, this is how our pawpaw looks like. In fact, just one variety of pawpaw looks like this. There are so many others that have different shapes and different textures and everything. But the interesting thing is, no 2 pawpaws are alike. Let us sink in. No 2 pawpaws. You're never going to see 2 pawpaws that look the same. For instance, we say something like 2 peas in a pot. The idea is that you can be like identical twins. No, 2 pawpaws are the same. No 2 oranges. I'm assuming these are oranges. No 2 oranges are the same. Let me use another example. I'm showing you 2 apples. Right? This is an apple. This is an apple. No 2 apples look the same. This looks smallish, greenish. This has a bit of a reddish, whatever it is. And so, why is this important? This is important because your uniqueness is a gift from God. Your uniqueness is a gift from God. It is God that made you unique. God is a unique God. And in creating each and every one of us, He put a bit of His uniqueness in everybody. So everyone has a bit of the uniqueness of God. Let me blow your mind. Research has shown that identical twins have the same DNA. That's why they're identical. They look the same. So everything about identical twins is supposed to be the same. Evidently, when they grow, maybe there'll be little changes here because Nature, not nature. Nature would have an effect on them. If one of them goes to cut his behind his eye with whatever, another guy doesn't cut it, and there's a swollenness and all that. So there's a difference. You're able to tell, but they are identicalnesses in the fact that they have the same DNA. But guess what? No two identical twins have the same fingerprints. So if our genetic makeup is responsible for everything that we have from head to toe, where did the identical twin, how did the two have different fingerprints? Because it's a DNA that is supposed to be responsible for everything in their body. How come they have different fingerprints? So you realize that there is something beyond the biology that makes us unique, which is why you should embrace your uniqueness. You should embrace your uniqueness. There's something I like to say. Be a stone, not a brick. Think about that. God made us He made us stones. He didn't make us bricks. Have you realized that even in scripture, when God is talking about his altar, he actually said the altar should be built with stones, not bricks. And there is a part of scripture where he even said, when you pick a stone and you're going to use it for the altar, don't chisel it. Don't let any human endeavor go into the stones. Sometimes maybe one stone is too ragged and it cannot meet another stone. You're trying to do a stone altar. You would want to chip away. No, don't touch it. God made us stones. Each and every single one of us, we made us unique as God. So that alone is good enough for you to love your uniqueness, to embrace your uniqueness. They say, oh, but you're not like everybody else. You're not supposed to be like everybody else. You're not supposed to be like everybody else. Don't let that bother you. You're unique. You're unlike any other. So be you. Be you. Celebrate your uniqueness. Let people say, oh, he's not like everybody else. When they say that, that should actually put a smile on your face. You're not like everybody else. You're not supposed to be like everybody else. So when they say, you're not like everybody else, tell them, yeah, I'm not supposed to be like everybody else. Celebrate your uniqueness. Your uniqueness is also your authentic self. And your authentic self has an agenda. Your authentic self came here for an agenda. Your inability to embrace your uniqueness and to use it to fulfill the reason why you came here. When I say here, I mean on this earth. It's one of the challenges you'll be facing in life. Until you accept who you are, you will not be able to find your unique calling, your unique purpose, why God brought you here. So you realize that you're trying to do what somebody else is doing, or you're trying to do what mommy or daddy said you should do. You're trying to do something that your teacher said you should do. No, do you. Do you. Unfortunately, when we say do you, people then begin to do crazy stuff. And when you say, they say, I'm being me. No, your unique self has a unique purpose. You need to find that purpose out. And it is when you find that purpose that you realize that, hey, you're on the right track. Too many people find it difficult to accept who they are. Then they will be trying to be somebody else and all that. Another thing that I need you to also know is that your uniqueness also then drives your creativity. Your uniqueness drives your creativity. If you don't embrace your uniqueness and find the purpose for which your uniqueness is supposed to serve, you will struggle with the second point, which is your creativity. You are made creative to serve a purpose. So your first thing is your uniqueness should get you to look for your purpose. Then your uniqueness will then lead you to find your creativity, which you would use to serve your purpose. So purpose one, then creativity becomes the next one. For instance, there's something they say about Michael Phelps, the Olympic, swimmer, the great Michael Phelps. They say if they measure his body and all that, his fingers are wider. Like what they're saying is he has an undue advantage, right? Yes, because he was made to swim. So if he's swimming and he's winning, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. He's using his creativity to serve a purpose, right? We look at the fastest people. When you study them, you get to realize that they have some advantages that others don't have and all that. God made us unique so that our uniqueness will drive the creativity that God has placed in us. And then the third point, so don't forget, the first point is your uniqueness, your you-ness. Your you-ness leads you to discover why you're here, your purpose. Then your you-ness will then lead you to find out the creativity or the unique giftings. And that's scripture. The unique giftings that God placed in you for you to serve the purpose. The third one, your uniqueness then inspires others. Your uniqueness inspires others. Somebody will say, oh, if he's that unique and he's that good and he's doing that well, then I too, I can do the same. I mean, I can actually be myself and not be bothered about what people are saying, and live a good life, live a free life, live outside the expectations and the societal pressures that are on you. Why are you not like everybody else? No, you're not supposed to be like everybody else. But that also, let me sound a word of caution. The fact that we're saying embrace your uniqueness should not lead you into madness for you to say, oh, I'm being me. No, God did not create insanity, and so don't use that. Don't use the call for your uniqueness as a point for insanity. All I'm trying to say is this: your fruitfulness is tied to your uniqueness. Just as fruits are different. In fact, if you pick this bunch of grapes, even they are different. There are darker grapes. There are some that are lighter. There are some that are, smaller than others. Yes, but hey, they're all grapes. You don't see grapes complaining that I don't look like this other grapes. I'm not a grape. No, all grapes celebrate grapeness. If there's a word like that, grapeness. So yeah, so that's for me is a message that I leave to you. First of all, celebrate your uniqueness. So what are the 3 points? Your uniqueness leads to you finding your purpose. Why? Because you're unique, you're going to look at yourself and say, why am I different? What am I supposed to do with this difference? That's you finding purpose. Then when you find purpose, you'd come back to the same uniqueness and say, okay, I now have a feeling this is what I'm supposed to do. Where is the creativity that would serve that purpose? And then the third one is, because you live and you people are going to look up to you and say, oh, wow, this guy is so unique. So 3 things. Uniqueness will lead to purpose. It will lead to creativity. And then it will lead to inspiration. Others will be inspired by you and your creativity. That is the message that I want to leave with you today. Just be you. Be you. And in being you, it leads to my favorite subject, fruitfulness. Too many people, let me leave that as the last line. Too many people are unfruitful because they are not celebrating their uniqueness. You cannot create the same apple and its pattern. The next apple you would see would have different patterns. You can't. Think about that. As I enjoy my apple,